you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? When you were 8 and you had bad traits, you go to school and learn the golden rule. So why are you acting like a bloody fool? If you get hot, then you must get cool.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Cars Garage. Today I'm in San Jose and we are car shopping. So right now I'm inside the M6 V10 here. As much as I love the M6, I really want another car that I can drive every day and a little bit less hardcore than the M6. And of course, I've been thinking about a very special exotic car. I had a Maserati Camping Corsa Coupe a couple years ago, and that was the longest car I ever had, because it's just, in other words, it's just a car that born for track, and when you drive that on the road every day with that single clutch F1 transmission, it has really unique experience to it. But today I'm looking for something a little bit more different. And of course, right here in San Jose, if you guys know where I am, we are actually at the supercar having here. We are at a Rosselli. So let's go ahead and check out all the cars outside as well as inside. This is pretty much the most insane place you can find in Bay Area that specialize in Italian supercars. If you ever happen to be here in San Jose around the Rosselli area, definitely come by, because this is just an eye-opening event just to walk on the street next to the shop. Okay guys, so without further ado, take you guys on a journey. A lot of people ask me this question. They ask me, Carl, why would you ever sell the F10 M5 and downgrade to E63 M6? I had a lot of cars, whether it's a Beamer, Maserati, Mercedes, Porsches. At the end of the day, it's not always about horsepower, right? Of course, you can have a 1,000 horsepower GTR, but at the end of the day, it's about the powertrain combination, right? The driving sensation, the handling, the exhaust tune, the story, the background behind the car, that really makes you exciting to see the car every day, to drive it every day. In other words, let's say you have a V8, right? Kicking 400 horsepower. It's completely different than a V10 or V12 kicking 400 horsepower. You know what I mean? You can supercharge a V8. You can, turn into a Hellcat, But at the end of the day, doesn't matter if you have 2,000 horsepower or not. A turbocharged, highly modified, let's say a Dodge Challenger with 2,000 horsepower drives completely different, okay, than a V12 NA engine that produce maybe 500 horsepower in stock. You know what I mean? It's not always about the horsepower. And personally speaking, I think sound is a very important part of driving experience. You can have a fast car that doesn't sound good, That's why I really don't like about the M5 F10 generation. Not that I don't like it, I love it, okay, but not really into fits my preference. That's all. The car is fast, but I think I'm born in the time when naturally aspirated engines started to boom. So I'm always a big high rev engine, NA engine fan, instead of engine that, and just turbo supercharged, And I really don't like the turbo sound. You can't put a good exhaust system, but it sounds like, oh, poo, 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 just that farting, really not my style. I'd rather have a more linear sound, revs all the way to 8,000 second gear, then again, like that. But that's just my personal preference. Yeah, so anyway, enough said. Let's go ahead and check out cars And of course, we'll keep the M6 because this car is going to the fuel run this year. It will be my first time participating in fuel run. I'm pretty much sure there's also another one I got into is the Longtail Rally. But I think I'll try the fuel run first. Maybe next year we'll try the Longtail Rally. So with the fuel run in place, we'll probably spend a lot of time in the car week, and also we'll be in SoCal a couple days earlier before the fuel run. So we'll be able to take you guys to do some Rodeo Drive car spotting. But yeah, for now, let's go ahead and do the car shopping. Yeah, let's go. Alright guys, here we are at the Rosselli. Already have, I believe, 2 458 and 1 Bentley here. Yeah, we're gonna go see Robert in just a second, see if we can score some nice cars here. Alright guys, not sure if you guys have seen it. We have a Maserati, looks like a Grand Sport. Another Quattroprote there. Yeah, pretty crazy. And of course, for 30, have a Gran Turismo. Not sure if this one is for sale. Also have a pretty clean Ferrari here. Is it California? And we have another 2 Quattroprotes across the street. And we have a Alpha Spider. Another F430, another Quattroprote, yeah, another Quattroprote and a Garado, and really a beat up Maserati there. Very interesting. And of course we have a M6 here, but it's beat up. Too bad. And we have another Quattroprote there. And here we are. We're going to get this Maserati 07 brand new clutch, brand new cam variators. Looks really dirty, but it will be cleaned. Alright guys, here we are back at the car. So obviously we just bought an exotic car from Rosselli. Yeah, so apparently they're selling cars, some exotic cars for some reason, and some are really good deal. So the Maserati I just showed you guys might look dirty, but once it's been washed and detailed, it will be back to the factory condition. And of course, most importantly, if you guys don't know about the Quattroprote, now the early on Quattroprote shared the same engine as the Maserati 4200 GT Coupe, as well as the Cayman Corsa and the Grand Sport and the Gran Turismo. Now the only difference is on the 4200 GT Coupe, aka Cayman Corsa, it's a dry sump unit. Unfortunately, on the Quattroprote, it is not a dry sump, but a wide sump unit. And they're both Ferrari, Maserati, F136 engine family. And of course, early ones are 4 liters, later ones are 4.2. And this is the Maserati Quattroprote with 4-liter engine and an F1 single clutch transmission. This is, if you guys know Hoovie Garage or Car Track, you guys know that they hate this car. This is probably the most hated Maserati in the United States. But we are talking about a brand new clutch. That's $6,000, which is just completed. We have new cam variators. which are a common problem on the F136 engines. So once those two things been fixed, honestly, you don't really need to worry about too much about other things. And of course, the Quattroprote is basically a Gran Turismo, except it's heavier and got 4 seats. The earlier on Gran Turismo, if you guys don't know, the Gran Turismo with the F1 clutch, it's a highly collectible car. People love the Gran Turismo with the single clutch, not the ZF, because that's like super rare Ferrari experience. And of course, this Quattroprote has F1 clutch, so make sure the clutch is new. Yeah, you shouldn't run into any problems. And I got a really great deal from Robert. You know, I don't think you can get any from any other places on earth. So yeah, so just brought this beautiful car. Gonna pick it up later. And as always, thank you for watching. And if you want to buy any really good Ferraris, Lamborghinis, Aston Martin, come to Rosselli. Ask them around what kind of car they have, but be prepared. You know, some of the cars are incomplete. Maybe good for a project car, but some cars in good condition. It depends on what you need. Alright guys, car shopping completed. Thank you for watching this video. And obviously the car's super dirty right now. They're going to wash it, detail it, and we have you know, some paperwork to do later. But yeah, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Great success. Peace out.